Aleichem Shalom. How are you?
Nesanel Gantz, nice to meet you. Very glad to have you here. So what's the name of your company?
The name of my company is Blitz Auto Solutions. We offer all kind of vehicle upfitting for, the reason we're by the show is for commercial vehicles mostly, ladder racks, roof racks, shelving, custom fabrication.
Explain the situation. You have a company, they buy a van, what happens next? Explain that.
So they buy a van. So first of all, if they're desperate, they're just saying for their employee, get the van, go to the job. He's obviously taking material, he just dumps it in the back.
It's a mess. He's using some milk crates or something or whatever.
Every time he brakes, he gets everything to the front. Every time he gives gas, he gets everything to the back. And what we do is we come in, I'm trying to what I bring to the table is I'm putting myself into the perspective of the end user. If it's an HVAC guy, low voltage guy, electrician, plumber, what is going to be the best outlet for him?
It's so interesting you say that. You know, one of the things that I find fascinating about a place like this is that there's so many businesses behind what you see. Everyone who's come to a show or been around is called any trucker, plumber, whatever, and they open up the side door, they have these cool shelving systems, like, wow, someone actually makes them, right? Yeah. That's you, right? So your business and your company does it. How many people work for your company today?
I'm sorry?
How many people work in your company?
We have 7 people right now.
Wow, that's a big job. So you're not a one-man show. How do you get your clients? How do they find you?
So it started when I was a teenager. I had, as all the teenagers, I wasn't able to sit in yeshiva all day. They call it's OJBA. I mean, like ADHD.
So the joke is, what's ADHD stand for? Attention deficit. Oh, look, there's a squirrel. That's usually the joke.
Yeah. So OJBA is like it's like a 4-digit word that nobody knows what it means, but everyone knows what it is.
Very good. I like that.
Anyway, the point is, I wasn't able to sit still for too long. I, thanks God, have good hands. I was starting playing with cars. I had my Magachir in yeshiva. He was an Atzula member. I started working with his car, putting in lights and sirens in it, and I enjoyed it. I got good recognition for it, so I started doing it. But as time passes, I realized that this is not going to bring me money. I'm not going to be able to grow a business out of this because it's toys, but it's not profitable. Most of the people installing it are volunteers. They're giving away their life already. They don't have to give away their wallet. So in order to be profitable, it doesn't add up. So I'm still doing it for the people that can afford it. I'm doing we call it red carpet customers, people that have Audis, Mercedes, Bentleys. I'm actually working on a Bentley right in the shop now. But if somebody needs the quality and the knowledge and the responsibility.
Before we get to the business, because I think when people think about detailing autos, your average person, they think about the cool LED lights on the bottom of the car. So let's just touch on that a second. When a person comes to you with a car, they want you to soup it up, so to speak. What does that entail? What do you put for their private vehicle?
So first, in the Hasidic market especially, but I'm aiming for the Goyish market as well, there's 4 or 5 standard products that people will need. In the 2023 vehicles, it's mostly a good, convenient phone stand, a remote starter if the car doesn't come with it, which a lot of cars come with it, but they want to add range, a dash camera. So the Teslas, for an example, comes with dash cameras already. You got DVD entertainment for the kids in the back. So some come with it, some not.
Interesting. I didn't know you go there. I thought it simply like the design, but I hear what you're saying. Very interesting. Okay. And then LED lights underneath, right? All those cool shtick.
Yeah, you got the LED lights, you got the lighting, you got brighter headlights. And then you could put in DJ lighting in cars today. So the DJ lights outside blink with it flashes with the rhythm of the inside music.
That's crazy. Yeah. But it's cool. So first of all, what type of car do you drive? How does it look like?
I have a Honda Odyssey. I need to buy one. When I was 8 years ago, my wife had a kiddie group and she wanted me to help her with the transportation every morning.
Your car for sure looks like junk, right? I mean, I'm sorry. Your car for sure looks like junk, right?
0.
100%. It's always that way. But shoemaker's shoe has no shoes. I have a friend who has a contractor. His house looks like garbage.
The problem is I'm stuck with the Odyssey. I got used to it. There's no other vehicle replacing it.
I got you. So let's talk about when you come to a place like this. Obviously, you're trying to find people, I'm guessing, that either are buying new vans or equipping their old or the current vans. Do you do any work on cars? It's all vans, I'm assuming. Most of the work
So
is
we're
cars.
focusing on fleets. So we're business to business mostly. I mean, we do.
No, I mean within the business, always vans, obviously.
It's
right?
mostly
vans
commercial
and trucks.
vans, yeah.
And do you facilitate the purchasing of the trucks as well, or
Not yet. We're looking into it. That means we're working with other dealers to offer outfitted, ready products to the customer as a part of the finance.
It's interesting you say that because I would assume that somebody, they know what you do. They say, "Hey, Dovy, how you doing? I want to buy some vans. What do I do?" So you're gonna tell them go find something and I'll help you. I'm assuming there's logic in
So
saying.
I could hook them up with people, but usually, especially a business that buys vehicles consistently, they already hooked up. They have a dealer that runs after them, or a leasing agent, or whatever.
Okay, but again, I would suggest, I'm assuming you do that anyway, so try to connect yourself,
Yeah.
you know, I think would be a good idea. So, but let's talk about what it is that you do and how it facilitates and how a place like this actually helps you, right? This is your first year in OJBA?
No, this is my 5th year. I think I was in the first OJBA, and I missed one throughout the years.
So ask this question to every person, right? To me, a business show, and it's just networking, and doesn't bring business, is worthless, right? So have you actually seen real results from coming here? Like people
So
have
I've
you?
seen massive results.
Wow.
So first I want to bring out the fact that the first years I wasn't in touch with the result. That means it wasn't, I got a lot of clients. That means, yeah, I was in touch that the show paid up, but I wasn't aware how much awareness it brought to the company in terms of branding. And as time passes, I started realizing that people know me all over. Oh, yeah, I saw you in the Blitz. I saw you in the show. I saw your pictures. Oh, you're Mr. Blitz. I'm like, yeah. Where do you hear about me? And yeah, I don't remember. So it was a great marketing project, which branding like this, it has a value that I don't think.
You know, you're so right, and I actually think it's an obvious thing. People always say, people come to see each other. Yeah, that's what they come to see each other. The biggest important thing at a show like this is that people don't even know the other guy exists. That's really what it boils down to. I was willing to guess that half the people, or a lot more, that saw you and gave you business didn't know your company exists, the concept exists.
Absolutely.
That's the greatest thing.
Especially in the first 2 years. And then what I realize is, as the time passes, that most of the construction companies, I already have a relationship with them. That means if I'm going around to other booths exhibiting, I'm like, oh, this guy's my customer, this guy's my customer. It all started up here.
Wow.
But I could say, a couple handfuls of customers from the show itself.
Wow.
And it moves on. And my objection from this show is, you know, I would like to get a couple new clients as well. But my main objective is to get people to sign up and get a promotional item. Every time somebody gives me his information, phone number, email address, we get more status views, we get more email addresses.
What's the promotional item you give away?
We're giving away a small pocket knife.
Cute. You can bring me one. So, okay, so
Yeah.
one of the interviews don't go well.
You'll have to give me email
I'll
address.
have one. Okay, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
A quick question, because I always like taking it down to the people. A person has their own car. What's a simple way that somebody could soup up their car or blitz up their car that's not expensive?
So it really depends if it has a simple car. Like
Or
what
like
I
a
really
van or
think
car.
everyone should do, and it's simple and it's a no-brainer, is especially if you drive at night. If you buy a car, it already comes with fog lights. Take that fog lights. If it's not LED, if it's the halogen one, which is yellow, upgrade that to LED. It could be a $25 bulb on Amazon. Times 2, it's like $40, $50. You could change it yourself if you're handy. If not, ask any mechanic to change it for you. It's gonna escalate. Basically, it's gonna make a difference of about 150% stronger, and the fog lights wouldn't blind any other people who are driving across you. It's just gonna make the highway should be much brighter.
You mean when you make the lights brighter, generally?
No, that's the high beams. But the fog lights is like the two lights underneath,
Right.
which adds a lot of road light, which makes so for an example,
Makes
if
your
you
car more visible. It's safer.
it's safer. But besides that, if you're driving at night at a parkway, it lights up the whole parkway without realizing it. It's a huge difference while you drive. I mean, that's a simple thing. You don't have to come to me for that.
And your advice.
Yeah, but I'm just ask me something which is simple and each and everyone can use. That's a great tip.
Dovy, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.